Space is open to us now. We go into space.
I've been holding my action. It's time to go.
What is it? What is it? Garrett, what is it?
Oh.
Oh. Oh,
Dun
no.
dun dun. Nobody knows what we're talking about because we're not on the screen, but we are now, and everyone can see the vibe. Hola. So we're
Hola.
here, and we are gonna continue our game. Up and Away Nova Destiny. It's our Dungeons and Dragons game in space. And last we left off with these characters that you see on screen, but we're gonna jump to a different batch of characters here. Last time, the other characters completed their heist and got away from Space Whale. Unfortunately, the Baron is still alive. He still exists. Whether he's alive or not is possibly another story. But you may have made another enemy of the Baron and possibly others on Space Whale. And there are certainly people who were in attendance who now are aware of you. But those characters now have to lay low, some time to cool off from their heist before they meet up with Gigi to deliver the goods. And in the meantime, we're going to go back to the Destiny, where Captain Nova and the crew and the rest of your characters have been kind of hanging out. We're actually going to go back in time a little bit. Mike has just returned from dropping those characters off, and Nova has, of course, tasked Mike before with assembling a squadron for the Strikers. Matt had made sure that you had 8 Strikers, which are the little ships, and now you need somebody to pilot those. So Mike's putting together a squadron, and the captain has set aside some time for Mike to do some training. And because they are pilots, Drake Tungsten and Gai Dagoshi are going to help out with training. Now the way these little ships are set up, there is a front pilot seat in the cockpit, and then there's a rear gunner seat. So it's kind of set up like the speeders from Empire Strikes Back, where you've got like one person kind of facing forward, one person facing, to the rear with the guns. And so 2 people can be in one of these ships at a time. So basically, Mike says, all right, I'm going to take Guy and Drake out, and we're going to take Rumbe, and we're also going to take Chud, because they were going to train, and Solus, who's, been hanging out with Drake a lot, really into Drake.
Big fan.
Yeah, kind of wanting to come along, and Mike actually asked Solus, hey, you're pretty kind of a daredevil, and you're pretty quick. Well, what do you think? Could you fly one of these?
I have some experience in the past with piloting.
Does Solus
Sounds
have
like-
experience with piloting?
Well, I have airmanship, so I assume I trained in it at some point.
Probably
No,
not
that's not
piloting,
piloting.
just like the airmanship was the act of just doing the other stuff on the ship.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I actually have no idea how to pilot anything, but I'd love to give it a shot.
All right, well, you'll be with Drake then. So
Hell yeah.
basically, the way that Mike kind of sets it up is that Rumbe is in the pilot seat, Mike is in the gunner's seat, and then Solus is in the pilot's seat, and Drake is in the gunner's seat, and Chud is in the pilot's seat, and Gai is in the gunner's seat. And the way these ships work is that actually, because, technology now, the old ships didn't work this way, but the new ones do, because Matt's a genius, is either position can do either thing. So the gunner could take over to be the pilot if need be, if, say, for example, Solus just is like, blah, I don't know what I'm doing. Drake can be like, no problem, little buddy, kind of like that. So Mike and the boys are gonna go out and fly, and Drake says, I got an idea of where we can train. There's this old ship graveyard. Good for obstacles flying around. Also good for target practice. The captain clears it, and the 3 strikers head off to this old graveyard. And when you get there, you see this just like wreckage of all these ships. And Mike, and especially Drake and Gai, start to kind of put the 3 of you through some paces. So let's go and head and have Chud, Rumbe, and Solus make, and they're making actually like sublight piloting. So they're actually like piloting. So this is a dexterity check. So I want to have each of those 3 characters make 2 dexterity checks.
Blah. It
One
looks
more?
like we're naturals at it.
Wait, wait. Oh yeah, no, there was
We're
no.
good at
I missed the other one. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. I nice. So
Rumby got better as he went.
you're training, and man, you guys are just zipping through this wreckage. Does anybody recognize the wreckage, by the way?
Ooh.
Hasbro, no infringement on copyright is intended.
A little too blurry for me to
I
make
think
out.
I think it's
anything
more.
in
I
particular.
actually think it's more than meets the eye.
It's yeah, it's the it's a scene from Transformers the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unicron. Yeah. Anyway, so they're zipping around in their strikers, and everybody's doing really well. I mean, you're kind of hyped. Drake tells you all that in a normal squadron, people have call signs. You get to give them to each other based on, personality traits or something that happens, like if you fuck up. So you'll have to name each other as the squad gets tight. So you're flying around through all this space and having a good time, and it's pretty sweet flying these ships. Each of you have a freedom like you've really never felt before. I mean, you have total control in 3-dimensional space through. It's pretty neat. And as you're flying through, something catches Guy's eye. He's like, Drake, have you seen that? No, what is that? Bring that up on scanners. You see a ship. It kind of looks wrecked, but it doesn't look exactly like the others. Yeah, that's new for sure. Yeah, I thought so.
Does it look like a lion?
It does not look like a lion. In fact, it it's a small cruiser with a small saucer section at the front and a long body and then thrusters at the back. It doesn't look like any of the other ships at this old battle site, this old graveyard site. All these ships look like they've been like here, and they're most of them don't even look like ships anymore. They're like just wreckage, you know.
Does it have any rating on it that says NC something something something?
There are markings on the ship, but just by looking at it, you kind of don't recognize it. You get up alongside it, and it's weird. There's really not damage on the outside of the ship. This is weird. Hey, Guy. See if you can scan for life signs. I'm already on it, Drake. There's some kind of jamming with the signal. This is highly unusual. I think I'm gonna call the captain. So Mike contacts the captain, and after a little bit of discussion, the captain decides that it's worth to take a look. He calls you back to the Destiny, and he calls the party together. The remaining away team on the observation deck.
What's the problem, Captain?
That ship that you encountered, you couldn't get too many scans on it. And according to Drake and Gai, it's new. This may be an opportunity for us, or it's hard to say. If the ship is derelict, we might be able to scavenge from it. But there might also be somebody who needs our help, somebody that we can offer aid to. It's unusual that it doesn't seem like we can get life signs, and there was no communication from the ship. So I'm going to send you back in the Explorer. I'll have Mike, Drake, and Guy keep a patrol outside in Strikers. But you'll go into the ship and check it out.
Sounds interesting.
Sounds good to me.
Hopefully
Finally.
everything's okay.
Get off this damn ship.
Well, only to go on to another. Mary, the reason I'm having you go is just in case there are any casualties on board, and I'm having Syd come to assist you in that.
Of course.
Also, Syd, you've been doing a lot of research on the computers. If you're able to access any of their computer systems, it might be able to help us find out what's going on.
Aye, aye, Captain.
The rest of you, be on alert. This is an alien vessel, and it's hard to tell what we're going to find there.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Good luck. So you fly back out to the site of all the wreckage. And the Explorer docks with this derelict ship. The back hatch opens, and there's a dark ship ahead of you.
More like a dork ship.
A dork ship. All right, so you entered through here, so like just behind where everybody is, between these two kind of corridors. So basically, you enter this ship, the doors come open, and you can kind of see that there's a path back to the left, a path back to the right, and then you're kind of in this small little area, and you can see a door just ahead of you. Um, so like obviously right there. And it's dark.
It's initiative.
There
Ah!
are little lights, but there's no larger illumination except for what you've brought with you. So there are kind of lights on the walls, and there are like lights that are like blinking, or some of them are lit, but it's not enough to see by. It might
Okay.
be enough to ruin your infravision for those who would have infravision. Does anybody even have infravision in this party? This is a straight human party, isn't it?
No,
Oh yeah, yeah.
this is all
This
an
is
all
all
gay
humans,
human.
so never mind. Nobody's got any kind of infravision or
This
anything
is
like
an all
that.
gay
So
human party. Yeah.
exactly. So that's what you're seeing so far.
Right, well,
Syd, do you think that it's possible we could hook the Explorer up to one of these consoles and see if we can power some lights?
I suppose it's possible. I don't know if we have a cable long enough. Do I know if that's something we could do?
We
Hmm.
can just shoot our lasers down the hallway here and see if it lights anything up.
You would
That's
have to
right.
go. You might have to go back onto the Explorer and inquire with the computer on the Explorer, which is hooked to the computer on the ship, whether that something like that would be possible.
What's shooting my laser pistol down the hallway here?
we need to open up the door first.
Well, we're in the ship.
Oh
We're
shit!
in we're in this tiny little part of the ship,
Yeah.
and she's wondering if there's maybe a way to hook into one of these panels to try to give the ship some power, and maybe we can actually open doors, we can do other things, we can get some light. That's what her idea
Zombie's
is.
just gonna walk forward towards the door, see if it's smart enough to not fucking know if it will open up.
Okay. So Rumby walks over to the door, and he's looking at it. It doesn't open up immediately. It's not like the doors on on your ship, or at least not right now, where when you step in front of it, it just automatically opens. Then again, not all of the doors automatically open. Sometimes you have to touch a panel if it's a room that, the doors generally stay closed. So it didn't open. Are you gonna look around to see if there's
Yeah,
anything
of
around?
course. I'll be looking around and might touch the door a little bit,
All
and
right, so you like touch the door, you're looking around. There is a panel to the left of the door, and it looks like it's a pretty large panel. Um, it it's not illuminated the whole panel, but it's got a little flickering light at the top of it.
go. Boop. And I'll make that noise too, and I do it with my finger. I'll touch it and I'll go poop.
So do you touch the little thing that's flickering, or do you touch the panel?
Touch the little thing is flickering, and I'll go poop.
Okay, you touch the little thing that's flickering, and you go boop, and
Rumby is electrocuted. Dies immediately.
We'll get
um,
sucked down the airlock.
let's
20
see.
d6 worth of electric damage.
Let's see.
500
Make
DK.
a saving throw versus
Death ray.
Make a saving throw versus magic wands.
Saving throw versus magic wands.
All right. Rumbe goes boop, and there's like an arc, like a spark, and Rumbe gets a point of damage and kind of gets like zapped a little bit. You know how like when when you're like a kid like jams like some tweezers in the fucking in the fucking light, or not the light socket but
The electric
the
socket?
outlet, and the kid like gets blown back and kind of a little bit, yeah, that's what happens to Rumby. He kind of gets blown back. But Jay,
Holy
roll for me a d20. Just a straight d20 roll. But as he does that, there's some sparks and the door kind of goes and kind of starts to open up a little bit.
Romy goes, boop, boop.
Argyle will step forward. Why can't I grab Argyle?
Rumby, I think you need to do that more so the door opens up
There you
fully.
You can boop it next time.
Actually, I can't move Argyle.
Can't move him?
No.
Are you in Twitch or are you in?
Hang on.
No, I'm not in Twitch. Like, I just moved Mary. You saw me move Mary.
Argyle?
I can move my characters just fine.
Okay, now he's moving. What? Stop moving him, because I think I was able to move him for a second.
Okay, I stopped moving him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can move him. Okay. So he's gonna move forward and shine the light through to look through, and if he doesn't see anything, he's gonna try to pry the doors open a little bit more, pry the doors open enough so that everybody can fit through.
Okay, so he can see enough through to shine the light to see that there's a small room ahead, but it's going to be difficult to get through.
That's
So
weird.
he's gonna try to just, he's just gonna try to just like pull it. What?
Somebody's going crazy with that. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Somebody's having a problem.
Somebody's going crazy with
Hey, Harro.
the measuring
What?
tool.
I can get the measuring tool to come up, but I can't get anything else. Like I can see the measuring tool, but I can't see anything else. So
Scroll the screen up, cause
no, it's like literally I have. If you look, it's just a black square.
the dynamic lighting for Roll20 might be too much for your whatever you're running, because all the requirement is on your computer.
You have a freaking MacBook Pro.
Well, there's your problem right there.
Because it's like, it's what it sounds like is it's not rendering the lighting
like
right.
2000. It is like an old ass MacBook
I've got
Pro.
a MacBook Pro that's 22 years old.
No,
Is it
like
rendering
a-
right for
it's
everybody
like a
else? Basically,
2016
does
or
everybody else see
something.
the lighting
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I may have actually changed my settings on this
okay,
thing. So
yeah, because you should be
me
seeing
check-
it as it is on Twitch. The way that
Yeah,
it looks
let me
on
check-
Twitch is the
let me
way
check
that
my
it's
video
that's
settings.
accurate. That
Jay,
looks
have you tried reloading the page?
maybe reloading the page would work, especially with
My
Roll20.
So
I think I get a little better performance
that
because
might-
I pay
hold
for
on.
it, but
Hold on, this might be it.
So like I said, Argyle's gonna try to go ahead and force the door open a little bit more.
okay, go ahead and have Argyle make a strength check, unless he's got like muscle or some other skill that
Rapid
is
performance
appropriate.
notification. We have detected
Let me
that
see.
you may be using.
Actually, he does have. Well, muscle is a
Google
strength check,
browser.
but he'll make the muscle check.
Yeah. All right, so he's like, he like pushes in. Are you focusing on one side or both sides?
He's kind of
Are you
like
kind of doing this, or are you just going one side at a time?
he's kind of doing this and like that. So he's
So
grabbing both doors.
he's kind of going. Okay, so he
Yeah,
goes.
yeah.
He's not able to get
He
them
doesn't need.
all the
Yeah,
way open, but he's
he just
able
wants
to
it open
make enough of a
Yeah,
hole so that
yeah.
people can
People can
pretty
get through.
easily fit through.
He's got to make enough of a hole for that fucking horse. Is what he's thinking.
Yeah, the horse is just barely going to be able to get through.
Nice.
Because the horse is, I would say most certainly, especially with saddlebags, going to be the widest member of the party, even wider than Argyle himself.
So when Argyle does that, he's just gonna walk into the room.
Okay. So Argyle walks into the room, and when he walks in, he basically walks into the center, right? Essentially,
Yeah,
around
I
where
can't.
he is. Yeah, I know you
can't
can't
get it.
place him in the direct center, but that's why I'm asking. You're roughly he
Right,
walks
right.
into the center of the room.
Mhm. Yeah.
So he walks into the center of the room, and there's kind of this.
He looks around to see if there's any lights, anything flickering.
It looks like this light right above him is trying to come on. It's kind of like doing that. You know the floor.
What color? What color is the light? That's
It's white.
important.
It's white.
Oh, it's white.
It's a white light. And it's
Okay.
kind of starts flickering above his head. It's almost like the like the when a fluorescent bulb starts to go,
Mm-hmm.
like the big long bulbs in the department store. You ever have to change one of those things? What a
Mhm.
fucking pain in the ass, man.
Mhm.
But those bulbs, like it's not exactly that, but that's what it kind of seems like. It's like there's like this kind of buzzing, and it's trying to come on, kind of flickery.
How
And
tall is this room?
this room is
Probably not very tall.
kind of unusually shaped because not only does it have kind of, you see how it has the corners, it's like a octagonal almost. The ceiling kind of is like that as well. So the ceiling is actually square, and then it kind of goes concaves inward, but that's really tall, so you don't even have to worry about that. That's the middle of the ceiling is maybe about 20 foot up.
Okay.
And there's this light that's flickering above you, and you realize that when you're kind of standing in the center, you're right under that light, but you're also almost right over this little pad on the floor.
Oh God. That's not good.
So you're like 1 foot like off of this pad on the floor, and
Is
when
the
you
pad
kind of notice
raised?
it's a little tiny bit raised, and it seems like maybe there's a noise from it too.
Argyle is actually going to step off the thing. He doesn't
Okay.
trust it. He doesn't.
When he
trust
takes his 1 foot off, the flickering stops, the light totally stops, and the noise stops. And
So
anybody who was
so he
like
puts-
right behind him,
so-
because you guys are all in fairly close proximity, I feel like I think all this is pretty accurate. Yeah, this is.
So then.
Yeah, yes, this is pretty close. Maybe. I mean, yeah, it's because it is pretty tight down through here. So this is a close to about accurate to the spacing.
Okay. So if that happens, he's going to put his foot back on.
He puts his foot back on, and the same thing happens. It starts to kind of flicker a little bit, and he can hear the noise. It's kind of like sounds like a clicking, or not sure.
One of you guys might want to look at this thing. This is weird.
Now, did Syd go back into the Explorer to check the computer or not?
I'd say yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a. Did you take computer research or like a modern research as one of your skills, as your new skill, or no? Remember we talked, I don't know, I had
That's
mentioned it in the
right. I never added it. I didn't add it.
Well, you can add it real quick and do that, or just make an intelligence check.
I'll just roll intelligence right now.
Yeah. Easy.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
So
he's just
Easy.
like.
so while Argyle is kind of messing with this thing and everybody's kind of like just looking around and kind of staying all in one spot, Syd goes back into the ship, and he comes back out and he's got this cable, and he's like messing with it, and you found this like outlet, and you eventually were able to like plug it in and like interface some with the computer, and you finally actually did able to get some lights to come on. I just, oh my god. This damn like I was trying to place some lights, but I changed it. That even, I guess it'll probably show up when you get back here. So you can see that some lights lit up behind you in the corridors in the back.
By
Oh.
the way, so you didn't explain this. Where on this ship did we dock? Where
Oh,
are we?
sorry. I thought that I did. In the rear. So basically, the ship, there's a saucer section. There's kind of. I mean, of course, where else would you dock? There's like a saucer section, there's kind of this long section, and then there are these two thrusters, and then like kind of between the thrusters are the docking port. So there's kind of like two little legs that come out, and then right in the middle of that, that's where the docking port is.
That makes
Right
us
where
the
the docking port is usually
That-
located, Dan.
that makes us the dicks in the dock.
It does indeed.
True.
So it seems like you were able to it seems like Syd was able to get some
20.
lights to come on in here.
If I notice them, I will notify the group if they don't see them.
Yeah. You immediately see some lights come on. No light comes
It's a torch. It's a realist.
I mean, because that's the icon
That's hilarious.
that's the icon that Roll20 uses. Though I'm actually really excited. Side note, I subscribe to this map service called Incarnate, and they're always a little bit behind like what we're doing, because like right after we moved to space, they introduced like a pirate pack that had all kinds of great stuff that would have been cool for the island, and like ships and all kinds of stuff, but it was like too late, obviously. But I got a survey just recently about sci-fi, and the stuff that I filled out the survey, and the images that they showed looked really cool. So hopefully I'll be able to do some really cool maps here coming up when they implement their sci-fi. Incarnate,
Yeah.
hit me up.
Yeah,
Don't worry
Incarnate.
about it.
Hey,
I'm
Incarnate.
you know.
Hey.
Exactly.
Not sponsored, but if you see us on the sidewalk, yeah.
Yeah, don't
Kidnap them.
exactly. Notice me, senpai. All right. So yes. So anyway, lights come on. Argyle obviously notices that some lights come on behind him in the other room, and so yeah, some lights do come on, but it still doesn't look like it's fully powered. You're just getting some like, obviously the Explorer can only expend so much power to kind of interface here, but Syd has done a good job.
Good job, Syd.
So, what do you do now?
Well, the last thing that Argyle said was, "When do you guys look at this thing? It's
Oh,
acting
yeah.
weird."
I don't want to look at that thing.
I'm already looking at it.
Look at what? The mat, the slab thing?
Everybody that you got their attention is not the people that you want to get their attention.
God. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Oh my god.
Remember, this is a whole different party.
Oh, I know. I know. This is retards in space.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but not really, because you've got, it's like the there's two smart people, and then just a bunch of tough guys.
Damn it. All right, so
Argyle's like, I don't like talking to Syd or addressing him by name, but I guess I'll have to.
Syd, come here.
Did you find something?
Look at this. God damn it. Every time Syd speaks in his presence, Argyle kind of gets a little shiver. Watch this. So Argyle is going to put a foot onto the pad.
So he puts his
And
foot.
actually, and not just step. He's actually going to press down a little bit. He's actually going to like give it a little weight to it.
Okay.
Means I've also moved into the room to watch what he's doing.
Ah, yes. So you come over and take a look. Is everybody kind of like peering through the door to check to see what's going on, or is anyone doing anything else at this point?
I mean, there's not much else to do. We're in these tiny little hallways trying to move forward.
Yeah, my question is anybody doing like any kind of searching or anything while you're here?
Not Chud.
Okay. All right. So everybody's kind of looking in. Argyle steps, but then he like puts some weight. Now here's the question, Dan. If it doesn't go down, enough weight is actually going to put you up, meaning that you're going to kind of be stepping up on it with one foot. Are you going to let your other foot come off the ground or no? Like, are you going to step up, or are you just going to try and push down without bringing your other foot off the regular ground?
He's not. He doesn't want to leave the ground, so
Okay.
he's just gonna like. He's gonna like. You know how
step
like,
up and put some pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
So,
you.
Yeah.
So this is the Christmas episode, like, and the whole entire place is like the McAllister house from like Home Alone.
Yeah. There's like a little alien Kevin. Oh man, that would actually, god damn it, JT.
That would go hard.
That would be so fucking funny. I
know.
almost wish I would have thought of that. I should have just changed it all right then and there and just said, fuck everything else I was planning. Alien Kevin.
Yep.
Oh god.
Okay.
It's true. It's true. So
you need to like wait like a year or two
when you've forgotten. Yeah.
Or with JT, if you just wait like
Just
6 minutes.
I was gonna say, I'll just wait another half hour and he'll have totally forgotten that he had thought of that.
Real.
Okay, so you step down, you kind of step onto the thing, put
Yeah.
some pressure. The light comes up as I described again. So it kind of the light over top of him is kind of doing a flickering thing. There's a noise. There's also a noise coming from that base, that slightly raised base. And you kind of do see that they're aligned. If you're looking at, if you're kind of Syd looking from just a little bit away from it, he can kind of see that, oh yeah, that's perfectly aligned. And it's the only raised point, and it's right in the center of this room. And by the way, there is a double door over here. So there is another door here. It's just closed.
So after
Just so you're aware.
like after maybe like I don't know 10 seconds of this, he's gonna take his foot off. He's good. He's just a demonstration.
Just to
You know,
show,
he's
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then that stops, and Syd is
Yes.
able to observe this phenomenon.
What do
Can I-
what do y'all think of this?
Can I poke around the base that he was stepping on that was making the sound?
Sure.
And
Yeah,
see
yeah.
if it's does it look like anything? A platform, an elevator? My
Make an
guess.
intelligence check.
Would this be I added it in research modern or no?
Probably no, because this isn't really research. This is more just like,
Gotcha.
you making observations.
Still, I mean, it
You
doesn't
still
really
got
matter
it.
It
without-
doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not an elevator, you don't think. It's clearly just raised a little bit. Your guess, from what you've kind of learned about how technology works, is that it's raised for a purpose, that there's probably some sort of hardware there. And there's probably a reason that that hardware would be aligned with whatever that light up there, which is possibly another part of the same piece of hardware or an interactive piece of hardware. That's what you would guess just from what you've been able to understand about kind of technology and stuff so far. That would seem right, that it would be a complete apparatus.
And there wasn't something just obviously wrong sticking out with it, right?
Well, you're not sure because the one thing that obviously Argyle was only kind of stepping like half onto it, so he was half off. So in your mind, that could make a difference.
Guile, what if you stepped fully on the plate?
What if you step fully on the plate?
I'll step
Um,
fully on the plate,
Ah, yes, a horse.
and
Perfect.
Chud will just step onto it.
Okay.
With the horse?
Not
the
with the
Yeah,
horse.
with the horse.
Well, the horse doesn't fit on the plate, so Chud has to dismount if he's gonna do this.
All right.
I don't
So-
know. The horse, if the horse puts 2 hooves on the front,
Yeah.
like that's heavier than a person.
So Chud dismounts the horse, goes over, steps up onto the plate, steps up to the plate,
Steps up to the plate.
and
Hey, bada.
once he's fully on, the light starts to flicker, and it finally flickers completely on. And then the kind of becomes a, and there's like clearly some kind of a beam that is now enveloping Chud, and he's kind of glowing.
Okay, Argyle is gonna reach forward to try to touch Chud.
Okay. You reach
And-
forward, and you like you touch his shoulder, and you put your arm on his shoulder.
Need
And
something?
what's that?
I was saying you need something because he put his hand on my shoulder without saying anything.
I wanted to see if I could get through the light.
Of course you can. It's just light.
And you feel like you kind of do feel like a little like, I don't know, your hand feels a little different. Chud doesn't actually notice it on the pad, but Argyle notices that with his hand out into the beam,
Does
it
it-
feels
does
a
it
little
feel
like a
like-
little tingly, like a little weird.
I was gonna say like your hand might like his hand fell asleep.
Maybe not quite like that, just a little
Okay.
tingly. And maybe
Oh, I
Chud
think I
kind of
know what this
feels
is.
Chud kind of feels like a little, like his hair almost like stands on end, but his hair probably stands up anyway. I'm assuming, right? His hair does
It
stand
looks like
straight
the
up, right?
picture.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's like just accentuates that a little bit. He can like feel it though. He can like maybe even feel his arm hairs go up a little bit.
Nice.
Argyle's gonna bring his hand back and look at it.
Doesn't
there
look any
anything
different. And after a few seconds, the light goes off and the sound stops. And then Chud's just standing there on the pad.
Okay, so here's a question. From earlier, you said that in the strikers, they were able to try to scan for life forms. Being that she's been in sick bay, would Mary have a device like a handheld device that can do that? Or
Google,
do they?
show me this guy's balls.
She does not yet have a handheld device. It might be something that because remember, the Frobos people had Matt really only replace what you like the ship and what you had. So you weren't really to have anything like that. But it's something to keep in mind for possibly to have Matt to build you or acquire somewhere or something. However, if you could maybe get access to the computer on this ship, it might give you a little bit more information than what we were getting outside, which Mike had said and Guy had said that or it was Guy had said that there was some kind of it seemed like the ship was the signal was not coming through clearly. They were getting jammed or something is what he said, but you're not really sure about all that.
Okay. I'm sorry. I completely forgot. I'm actually picking my spells right now. Because I completely forgot.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, do that.
Solus is getting bored. Solus is gonna walk over and try to mess with the door.
Okay. Solus goes over to the door while they're kind of like messing with this thing and looking at it. And it's kind of the same deal. It's the door doesn't open when you come up to it. It is one of those, elevator style doors where it opens like this, or it looks like that's what it should do anyway.
Right.
Like the previous door, the one that Rumbe got shocked on, there's a pad to the left of it, fairly large pad, and over top of it, there's actually a solid little light, but the light is just like a little solid white light. It's not like blinking or like crackling like the one that he booped.
So what did Rumby do before? Was there like a control panel, or did they press the light or something?
Yeah, before there was a control panel, and then there was like kind of this like blinking or light above it, and he pressed that, and he got shocked when that happened, and it kind of blew him back and like made his hair stand up, and he was like with the smoke and all that.
Well, obviously Solus is not going to make the same mistake, so he's going to punch the light so he doesn't get shocked.
You must say boop. You must say
If
boop.
if I do it fast enough, I won't get shocked. That's how it works, right?
Oh my gosh, I forgot these characters. I forgot how these characters operated. Excellent. All right, so Solus gonna try and like quick punch the light.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, go ahead and make that attack roll then.
Attack versus light.
I mean, the light's stationary, so he definitely hit it for sure, obviously. And pretty accurately. Oh boy. Let's see. Damn it. Okay. So Solus, everybody's kind of looking at this thing, kind of looking around, and all of a sudden you hear, like there's this like bang, just this loud bang, and this, it's material. It's not metal, but it wasn't super strong. Solus like shatters this thing, like shatters the top of this thing, and it just like shatters out. He gets a point of damage and like kind of like cuts himself, but not on his knuckle, like a little bit back because one of the pieces kind of like flies back and cuts his arm. But he totally like shatters this thing, and nothing happens.
What the heck?
Solus, were you attacked by the light?
I was just trying to open the door like Rumbe did. That doesn't work. You guys must have broke it standing on that pad thing.
You didn't make the boop sound. You
Argyle
have
looks
to go poop.
Argyle looks at Mary and it says, "Do you really think he had to make the boop sound?"
Boop.
She's like, "Oh my goddess. Oh my gods. Oh my gods."
Okay.
She actually is gonna go over to Chud. Do you feel any different now that you've been in the light?
Maybe.
Chud, you were always in the light.
I was always different.
No, but you don't really feel like it made your hair stand on end for a minute, but just a moment actually. But other than that, feel like me. Feel like you.
Yep.
So then Mary's actually gonna do it.
Okay, so Mary's
And
gonna
see
stand on the thing.
She's gonna stand on the thing and see if she can kind of figure out what might be going on.
Okay, so she stands on the thing, and the same thing happens. The light comes on. It like flickers on, but it doesn't continue to flicker. When she's standing fully on it, it goes boom. She gets the light. She gets it for a few moments. The light ends. She kind of felt her hair kind of stand on end for a little bit, but afterwards she doesn't feel any different.
I wonder. This is coming right off of the docking port. Maybe it's a kind of scan? I don't know. But if we can't get through that door because of you, she points at Solus, we may have to go back one of those hallways. But looking at it, does it look like one of the if she looks at the door, does it look like somebody can get their fingers into that thing to try to pull it apart?
It's pretty, it's pretty sealed.
Rumby's gonna walk over to the panel.
Okay. Now the panel, Solus didn't punch the panel. He punched the light above the panel. So the panel itself is still intact.
Rumby's gonna look at the panel. He's gonna be like, look at everyone. He's going to be like, this is how it's done. He's gonna pull out his finger, touch the panel, and go, boop.
Okay. So Rumby does that. He goes over it. The panel's pretty big, by the way. It's actually like kind of large. It's like maybe like 12 by 12 inch, like a foot square or something. So he comes, he goes, this is, does his whole thing, boop, and he doesn't get shocked. He doesn't get blown back, but the door also doesn't open. There is a sound that goes like that. And then there's kind of sparking from the panel above.
Okay, so there's a panel above it.
But the panel above is all shattered because like Solus just like shattered the panel. So it's like there's like kind of exposed stuff on the top now, like kind of circuitry and wire.
Okay, can I like is the wires like frayed or anything like where I could tell if like they're broken?
Are you gonna take a close look?
Yeah, I'm taking a close look. That's what
All
I'm
right.
asking.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh Jesus! Ooh, oh, that wasn't me. Okay.
He just puts his nose really in close and goes, boop.
And I mean, obviously, everybody who's kind of here in proximity is seeing this. I mean, you're up over here. Mary is obviously in the center. Here, everybody's in this room now. So everybody saw him do the thing. Everybody heard the sound. God, it's a mess in there. It's hard to tell what the heck is going on. There's too much stuff around. Like there's still broken pieces. That's kind of jagged and it's hard. It makes it hard to see in there.
Romy's just going to say, fuck it. Look, stick his fingers in there and start twiddling and see if anything happens.
Go for it.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
He plans out this giant adventure. Solus breaks the second door, and we can't go anywhere anymore.
All right. Have Jay just roll a d20. Like no, just a straight d20. You're fiddling around in there, and you actually found like as you're like fiddling around with your finger, you found like a little wire, and it's got this little white thing on the end of it, and then there's these two little pins, and you can see that maybe this little tiny thing fits on those pins, but one of the pins is kind of broken, so it's going to be really hard, but maybe it really looks like it fits, but it's going to be a dexterity check because you're really like going to have to like there's all this jagged stuff and you're trying to like reach into this thing and like fucking plug this thing in. So make a dexterity check.
Boop.
Boop.
Oh, this fucking thing sucks. Rumby goes, boop.
Boop.
Oh, that just fucking dice.
You're like you thought you had it. You were like right there, but like I said, one of the pins is broken, so it was real hard. You're like you had it, and then you lost it, and then like the wire like kind of fell down into the thing, and you're like shit, and you're trying to like grab it with your two fingers, but your fingers aren't just long enough, and the wire's like right down here, and there's like stuff here that makes it impossible for you to get all the way down. It's right there.
Okay. Hold on. Let me try.
Is this
She's got.
are you is anybody having like flashbacks with this with like trying to hook up little things in their computer or like doing like
Hell.
tech work here? This is the nightmare. This is the
Yeah.
horror part of the adventure right here.
So with Mary having like being more slender and having she's not as beefy. Obviously, you can see what Rumby looks like. He's a beefy guy.
Yeah.
I'm
With Mary being
complaining. I'm pissed off, and I'm like, you didn't say boop. And I'll walk away.
Okay, so Mary's gonna reach. She's gonna use her light, kind of look down in there, reach down in there, and try to get it. Try to.
Say boop. Say boop.
Okay. So have her make a dexterity check. See if Mary's able to kind of grasp it with her slender fingers.
Ooh.
Grasp it.
You just barely got it, and you got it back up, and you're like holding it. Now that was just to get it. Now you got to plug this fuck back in. Almost.
Yeah.
You got it. So you plugged it back in.
She lets go, turns around and goes, boop. and then presses the thing.
So she presses the
The pad.
She presses the pad. She presses the pad, and the
Space Beholder comes out and kills everybody.
yeah, yes, yeah, exactly. And whoosh.
Torches. That's amazing. I still
And the
think it's
door
hilarious.
opens.
Woo!
And you see a hallway. And there is some light in the hallway, but not all the lights. There's only a couple lights, and then down further you can see there's only like 2 lights in the hallway, and then beyond that there's
Are
no
we
light.
walking down the corridor of a large penis?
Yes.
I mean, you know what show this is. You know what game
This is
this
the
is.
We're going down the urethra.
Well, you're actually, I mean, depending on how you think of this, you were either in the intestines or in the uterus. Damn it.
Interesting.
Look, I know you can see that.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. So, yes, the door comes open and you see this hallway in front of you.
So, there we go. She looks at Solus and don't punch those things again.
Punch the thing again.
Yeah. You got it.
No problem. Oh yeah. I got this.
I'll kick it next time.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what's down this way.
All right.
So actually, if Chud and Rumbe are up front, then actually Argyle will hang to the back at this point.
Well, it looks like Solus took the position up front. Is that is that the position you're going in? Because remember, this is pretty well to scale, so the hallway is not super wide. And you
Why not go
actually
up
notice
first?
there's this weird little path in the middle of the floor. The floor is not like the Destiny. You look as you're like coming
Oh,
in,
is
you
it
see
one of those graded floors like like the New Galactica?
it's
It's
not
all
graded.
coming.
No. No, it's weird looking. You've not seen a floor like this before.
Oh no. Oh no.
Airport, holy floor.
Is it electrified?
This is gonna be great.
Hot floor. No.
The
Turns into lava.
floor is lava.
This,
What do you
know
mean?
This
It's
could be
the
like,
floor.
this
See?
could be like that Home Alone movie with that Kevin McAllister guy in it.
So who actually steps up and does go first then?
Solus steps. Like let's get a move on here.
Okay, Solus steps up and he steps onto this flooring, and it's so far the floor has been metal, and it's been pretty standard. Like that's like how your ship is and everything. But then he steps onto this part that kind of seems softer than the metal.
So wait a minute though. Wouldn't we know what I mean from being on this ship, wouldn't we kind of have rubber and plastics?
Yeah, but not on the floor like this. Usually
Okay.
your floors there's certain flooring material, but this floor looks kind of weird. And when Solus steps on it, it actually kind of jerks forward a little bit. There's kind of like
Oh.
this and make a dexterity check.
Ugh. lost my balance.
You you actually you
the
step
person
one
who
foot
should
on
lose
it,
his balance.
completely like unawares. It starts to go forward with just your one foot on it. It like kind of jerks forward, and it does really like do it in like a jerky motion, and it kind of takes your foot out from under you, and you kind of like land on your butt.
Ah!
What the? What?
And you could hear it go and like made a weird noise and kind of like jerked forward.
Are you being attacked?
I don't think so.
Because he was knocked down.
No,
Mhm.
no. The lazy crew of this ship must not like walking themselves.
It must be, because remember, Argyle has fought spirits. Argyle's like, is there a spirit on this ship?
There's ghosts possessing the floor. Oh god. So I just stand back up and I'm like cautiously step onto it this time.
Okay, you cautiously step onto it, and when you step onto it, it kind of goes, "Kang, kang," and it like kind of jerks a couple of times, and then it goes, and it conveys you forward, like just to about there, just like only like a handful of feet.
Oh,
Oop, that's nothing. There's a dick there. You can see part of
Ah.
Dan's dick.
I was wondering what the red
I don't
line.
want to see Dan's dick.
Everybody
Sorry.
wants to see Dan's dick. What are you talking about?
Does it break down when I get to this point, or is that just the?
Yeah, it conveys you like maybe like I don't know 8 feet forward, and then just kind of goes, "Eh." And like so you kind of go, and then it just goes, "Eh." And nobody else has stepped on, so you're kind of, and now you're in between. There's two. These lights are actually in the ceiling, so you're kind of like in between the two ceiling lights, and you can kind of, see that. Yeah, definitely up ahead. There's not, you know, you don't see a whole lot beyond this point
Light.
because unless you would move forward with your own light. But yeah, that thing just kind of stops and. Meow.
So it does go like Dan's dick.
Oh. Dang.
Hey, that was kind of fun.
That's what she said about Dan's dick.
Yeah, but did she really mean it? You guys should try it out too.
Again, that's what she.
Oh no.
Or
Oh, welcome
Yep.
everyone. Dicks in the dark.
You can definitely tell these are
Comedy.
different characters, different vibes.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, Solus is conveyed a little bit forward. Everybody kind of sees him go forward, and then it stops, and they hear like the.
Huh.
That was weird.
I guess we're walking anyway.
I prefer to walk. I don't want the floor to walk me.
It was kind of fun, to be honest. It's kind of a shame it broke down. Oh well. You guys coming?
Yeah.
All right, so. Is everybody going forward at least up to that point, or?
I'm kind of waiting for everybody else to move their characters because I'm in the middle and the back now.
So well, let's just who's stepping up next?
All right.
Because nobody's
Chud.
really come through the door. So Chud's gonna.
I'll go through the door if no one else does.
Okay. So Rumbe and Chud step up, and they go on the thing, and Rumbe steps on it, and then Chud steps on it right after him. And as they step on it, it seems like it's gonna go forward, but then it kind of goes, and it doesn't move.
Roby jumps a little bit.
You kind of jump, and it's like move a little bit. Oh shit, that's the light. That's not you. So you're saying boop. Nothing seems to be really happening. Does Mary move up in?
Yeah, Mary moves up.
And then about Syd and Argyle. Is Argyle taking up the rear?
Yes.
What about Syd?
Yep, I'll go in next.
A little mini dick right there in Argyle's butt. All right. So you kind of come forward. Everybody eventually catches up with Solus, and I guess we'll. Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I had to grab a drink.
No worries. Everyone has caught up with Solus now, and there's
Alright.
kind of a line, as you can see, behind him.
All right.
Hey, shout out to Big Papa Nelson.
Yo, Big Papa Nelson.
Hey,
Also
hey.
shout out.
Always.
Also shout out to, and I think this person was here a couple weeks ago. I'm shouting out to Feet.
Pete. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Feet is here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And
Always a fan of Pete.
everybody else who may or may not be here. Yeah.
All right. Well, now that everyone's caught up, I guess we can start marching down. So move a little bit forward.
So here is the question. As you move forward, is anybody doing anything? Is anybody doing any searching? Is anybody doing anything? Or at this point, are you just moving cautiously, but, cautiously forward without really searching or doing any extraneous type things?
I'll be checking and searching the left wall. Checking and feeling the left wall for anything.
Okay.
How high is the ceiling in this place? In this hallway?
In the hallway, the ceiling is about 12 feet.
Okay.
Roughly. So plenty of room vertically, just not a lot of room, horizontally. It's pretty cramped horizontally, but then there's this weird
Horizontally shallow.
Mm-hmm.
So now, are the walls beside us, is it one big continuous wall, or are they wall panels?
They're like, they're panels. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So
it's
as
like,
we're walking,
yes.
as we're walking, then Argyle's gonna have his hands out on each panel because they're close, I'm assuming. So he's just gonna
Well,
be kind of
yeah.
pressing. He could probably reach each
He
panel.
probably could, yeah, because it's like, what is this? It's about it's like 6.5 feet or something. You can maybe kind of go along and
So
touch.
maybe he'll go like touch, 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 and just kind of touch each panel as they go, just to kind of give a just because, just as like a
Just to leave all my DNA on this ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Argon's kind of touching panels as he goes down. Solus is going down. Everybody is, I'm assuming, kind of moving like right behind Solus, right? Just kind of coming in right behind him.
Yep.
Keep messing up my light there. I should have put those on a different layer.
Yeah, I can't see shit anyways.
But that's okay. All right, so you start moving forward. Cameron, for Solus, let's see.
Yeah.
See something real quick. do that. Isn't that right? Roll on. Actually, let me do this. Right. Ah, okay, that's right. Okay, got it. I see.
What's up?
Solus is moving forward, and he thinks that he hears something up here, or like almost at the end of your light. You think you hear a sound. It's not a whirring or a beeping or a clicking. You kind of think you hear like a scratching sort of a noise.
Some dude like 20 or 30 feet up pressing on a button going boop, boop.
Yeah.
boop.
Like, you listen close and it's just like
Dude, that doesn't sound like scratching, man. That sounds like something completely different.
it was supposed to.
Wait, hold on, guys. Do you
Sounds
hear
like
that?
is not having a problem.
Someone's having a great time up ahead.
I have
gonna-
heard that every goddamn night in the dorm coming from Solus's goddamn bunk.
Yeah, me and Drake do some intense training.
Workouts. Calisthenics.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cautiously get ready, and I'm gonna inch forward. What'd you say?
Said,
Okay.
do you have to put like YouTube warnings up?
No, we don't.
No, dude. You know how much stupid vulgar shit is on YouTube? Even YouTube Kids is saturated with softcore porn. and,
Oh
like,
yeah,
really
just YouTube is it's just a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
villainy. Yeah.
Where was it when I was a kid I could watch porn on YouTube?
YouTube wasn't around when you were a kid.
Oh yeah, it was just like scrambled Skinamax.
On what fucking MySpace, whatever you had back then. What'd you guys even have back then? You were growing up in the internet.
Scrambled Skinamax. It's like you watch scrambled like TV.
We had this little brown box that had a
Yeah.
switch on it, and you could when you turn that switch, it went over to HBO.
Yeah.
And if you turn the
True.
switch the other way,
It's
it
true.
went back to cable.
Yeah, it was scrambled though.
Yeah, there was actually, I remember our grandmother had a wood grain television top box, and it was very
That's what
small,
I'm talking about.
and it had
yeah.
physical buttons that you push
Mhm.
down and would go think.
Not
Yep.
that I'm admitting to any wrongdoing, which could have been years upon years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Mhm.
It could have been possible that like if you knew someone whose grandfather was a truck driver, they may have known someone who sold these boxes
Yeah.
unscrambled cable.
Yeah.
You could get those boxes by through mail order and stuff like that as
Yeah.
well.
No,
Yeah.
dude, you could
You
go
could
to
build them.
Sears and get those goddamn boxes.
Yeah. They just had they weren't for that.
Yeah.
They weren't
you could go
for
to-
that purpose.
Mhm. Yeah, you could go to Sears and get that box, but yeah, you're watching the scrambled Skinamax. Oh my god, I think I might have seen 1/4 of a nipple.
Though
Not sure if it was a dude or a chick, but I
Yep.
saw 1/4 of a nipple.
though
Guys, check it
mom and dad were so based that we had Showtime and Cinemax and no parental controls whatsoever.
Oh no, we
Let's
didn't.
go.
Yeah,
And
no, that's
and I lived in the perfect room of the house where at night when mom went to work because she worked the overnight shift
No one
and
could hear you.
and dad was asleep and you were asleep, I could just go off and I could watch all kinds of whatever, I mean not just sexy movies, but anything, man,
whatever, yeah.
R-rated, violent as shit, that's where I saw my some of my first anime movies was real late at night. Vampire Hunter D might have been one of the very first anime movies that I
shit.
ever watched, and it was fucking bad as shit. And I was like, what? So yeah, killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Don't do that today, kids. Yeah.
no. Well, I mean, today they have the internet. They've got free
This is
reign. They can
true,
look at
yeah.
whatever the fuck they want, man.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
But back then, you had to get creative. Anyway, so
I grew up on Live Leak and I saw fucked
oh
up shit all the time.
Oh
I'm
God,
sure.
Live Leak. Oh my God.
yeah.
Yeah,
Man, that's you're showing your age there, Cam. Live Leak.
yeah.
I remember when
Man, got fucking gray hairs.
Hey.
Right. Speaking of
Alright.
killer things, what's this killer thing up ahead making this scratching sound?
So you're hearing this scratching sound, and you're not sure. It's like it's up ahead. It seems like it's almost right at the, you know, it sounds like it's coming from like practically right in front of you. I mean, it literally sounds like it's coming from right here.
You guys be ready. There's something here. I'm gonna get closer.
And you get closer, and you think you hear something like a. You hear like a. Is that a voice or an animal? And it wasn't distinctive. Like a mumble or a low growl. There's definitely something right there. And I mean, this is within. You're hearing it right. I mean, it's like. It's what, 15 feet. Yeah. Roughly 15 feet. The sound is 15 to 20 feet. It's coming from right there.
I don't see anything.
You don't? No. At the moment, you don't. Is everybody kind of inching up with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I select everybody as a big train. I
All
can.
about the train.
Though I think I pulled the
Oh.
light with.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
did.
I think
Ain't
I pulled.
nothing there.
I think I pulled the light with him. Yeah,
It looks like it's back.
there's the light. We'll put it down there. There we go. Roll 20 problems. All right. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you know how it be. Actually, you know what I can do? I should be able to change the layer to map layer and change the layer to map layer. Now those shits will stay put. All right. So yeah, so everybody's kind of inching up along and kind of Argyle was touching the walls. Is he touching the walls now?
Not after he knows that there's something there. So he's actually getting ready to he's actually got his hand on his sword, ready to go.
Okay. So you think you can hear something. It's like, what the hell is that fucking sound? It's like a scratching. And it's kind of echoing through the hall. It's real creepy because it's like echoing through the halls.
All right, I'm getting closer.
So you get up there, and did you see something? You kind of think you saw just the edge of something kind of scratching up there. You see there's two like offshoot from the hallway, both left and right. And to the right, you like as you started to walk up, you thought you saw a flash of something to the left. I'm sorry.
I'm going to run up quickly to try to get the jump on it.
All right. It is well, you automatically surprise it. You get up in back of it, and it looks like there's a person and they're clawing at a door here.
What the fuck? Do they
Now,
look
do you hesitate
okay?
or do you attack this person? Or
Um,
what do you do?
I don't think any sane person or like non. I think I'm gonna attack.
Solus is just gonna fucking attack. He's not.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
All
gonna I'm
right.
gonna throw a punch.
Okay, throw a punch. All right.
Oh,
Solus goes to like punch from behind, so the back.
Was sucker punching.
You hit this person's back, and you're surprised by how brittle the back of the chest bone is as your hand just punches right through it. And the thing goes. You pull
Jesus
your
Christ.
you pull your hand out, and it's like kind of covered in this like rotted gore. And the thing turns around, and it's a person, but like half this person's like face is gone. Like you can kind of see their skull kind of up around, and where their eye was, there's this little red light, and it's like hitting you right in the face as it turns around. This little red light, and it's initiative.
God. Can I do my second attack?
Oh yeah, that's right. You do have a second attack. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and do that.
oh, oh.
So you punch
Might not be
through,
initiative now.
it turns around, and then you instinctively punch again for the head because the light's kind of hitting you in the face. You punch with your other hand, and you literally just punch this thing's fucking head off. And it's like and like you punch his head off, but there's still this noise that's like
From the head or from the body?
from the body. It's like a rattling noise from the throat.
What the hell?
And like you
Is it
see
still
one of its
moving?
arms kind of going like this. Yeah, it's like still moving. It looks like it's trying to get up without its head.
It's initiative.
And it's initiative. Don't forget to click on your character.
There's only the one. I
What'd you
can't click on. I can't click on my character because I can't see my character.
Your
character's
oh
right.
shit, your character's right there. Damn it. You should crap. Try just I gotta take all these other people off on my version.
I'll say initiative.
Yeah.
You got a 2
got a-
anyway.
You got an awesome one.
Killer. All right. That's what I got. Solus. There was a way for me to just add you to the turn tracker, but that's okay. We know you got it too. All right. So, Solus obviously, you know, as always, is up. Oop.
Another 2 quick ones.
So as the body's trying, you're going for the body, obviously. The body's like trying to get up, and you just like
Punch the head. Just
You-
punch the head.
you probably don't even punch the body because it's still on the ground. You probably just give it a couple of quick stomps,
Yeah.
and it finally the body kind of just goes and stops.
Good God. What the hell was that?
Was it?
We'll search the body.
You go right ahead.
All right. So Rumby runs up to search the body, and you get up, and the body is actually it's appears to be a human. They're wearing a jumpsuit, some kind of a uniform, like a like a not quite a flight suit, but like a jumpsuit. They look like they have like booties and gloves on, and they have, like I said, whereas I was, his face is all smashed up now, but whereas I was, there was this thing. Solus like punched the shit out of that thing, so there's no light in it anymore. It's probably like buried back into the guy's skull, but there was a piece of tech in his head. Um, you're like looking around. He's got this. The only thing that he has really is he's got a belt, and he's got this thing on his belt. It's long and thin, and it's some sort of apparatus. You're not quite sure what it is, though. Could be a weapon. It was kind of in a holster on his belt, but it doesn't seem quite like any weapon that you've seen. It's long and cylindrical, and it gets smaller, but it doesn't have
I'm
like a
gonna take it.
hilt. It looks like it does have some kind of a button on the side of it, though.
I want to push the button.
You push the button, and you hear this. And when you hit the button, there's a rotary thing on the top that spins really fucking fast. And it looks like it has like a little like screw at the top of it. But it just like spins, and there's like nothing there. But like when you hit that button, it just goes.
I'm definitely keeping it.
All right. So you bag this thing. You can mark it as rotary tool. Other than that, he doesn't seem to
Man.
have anything on him. And he's in a horrible state of partial decomposition.
That means Sid's up.
Yeah. All right. Is this looking humanoid?
This guy looks human, in fact. He looks like he is a human being, or as close as you can see. I mean, you can actually see parts of his anatomy now. Yeah, this guy's human, or close to human.
Barry's actually going to come up too and investigate, and she's going to look at Sid and say, "Do you think it was a zombie? Undead?"
I mean, did it look like a healthy human? I guess not. If Solus just
No.
punched straight through him.
Definitely looks like a zombie to me, man.
No, it's in a heavy state of decomposition.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, it's pretty jacked up. This person is uh is is definitely not alive, and likely wasn't when you encountered him.
Too much chicken
Yes.
fish.
Very possible it was a zombie.
Interesting.
We got a ship full of zombies. Great.
Well, maybe this was the only one. How?
There's never only one.
Let
Come
me
on.
ask you this: from the size of the ship? This is another thing that we never asked before when we were coming toward it. How big did it look like that it could be a crew complement? I mean, how compared to the Destiny, how big is this ship?
Let's see. So I will.
Are we in a lot of ship?
Oh yeah,
Here's what I will do.
we're
I
in
will
some
go
deep
ahead.
ship right now.
Because
That's what I thought. That's the like.
I was gonna say this is we've got some holy ship here.
Unholy, maybe.
Because I'll tell you what Mary was going to do if she had gotten an action. If she had actually pulled her holy symbol, she was actually going to try to turn undead.
you actually know how big the ship is from, obviously, because you saw the outside of it. The
Right.
ship is about 250 feet long,
Is
and
that
that
about
is
as
accurate. I just measured.
what is the what is that compared to the Destiny?
The Destiny is 420 feet long.
So this is about half.
Hey.
So it's about about half the size.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about half the size of the Destiny, but it's also smaller than the Destiny. The Destiny is long, but it also has like 7 stories or something.
Right.
This ship is much more compact.
Okay. Okay. There can't be as many crew on board as there are on ours, but if they're all like this, we should be cautious.
Cautiously.
Why was he trying to get into that door?
I don't know. Maybe you should check it out.
I'm in the back. Everybody's in front of me.
All right.
I'll check it out.
Move up a little bit to let people through.
Okay.
As he comes on the horse.
So Chud moves up to see what's happening here, and you can see
Actually,
that
I guess Mary and Syd would actually be up this way now, right? Because that's where
probably
the thing is.
closer, yeah. Probably closer. So let me see if yeah, there you go. Now you can see the guy a little bit easier. I brought the door back. Sometimes doors in this they're a little hard to work. They're still figuring out the dynamic lighting stuff. They actually made a lot of improvements lately, but you know, it's a work in progress. So, yeah, so you see this feller right here and you step over this dead guy, and the door is like the other doors. It's one of those doors that slides open like this, and it appears that there's a panel on the left, just like there was before. Um,
Time for Solus to touch the door.
Solo smash!
well, it was
Ah.
I think it was Chud that was looking at this door, wasn't it?
Actually, Chud, you're in the wrong spot.
Chud, make heroes kick the door open.
Heroes, go!
He's like, I know that's metal. You're fucking retarded. You think I'm gonna kick that thing?
No. Come on, Heroes too is smart enough to take its hoof and put it on the panel
Yeah.
and open the door.
I mean, Heroes might be smarter than Chud by a couple points. It's possible. But what is Chud gonna do? Is he gonna try and touch the panel? Is he gonna fuck with the
Yeah.
door? So he's just gonna touch the panel. He touches the panel, and it goes, and the door opens. Why did that not work? Why can't you? Shit. Oh.
Well,
Damn it, roll 20. Can you guys see in the room?
No,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, I
a
can see in
little.
the room.
Yeah,
I can.
definitely.
No.
I can see Harrison seeing into the room. 'cause
Oh,
have
oh,
control
I
of that.
know why. I know why my version doesn't see into the room because I'm tethered to Argyle's view, and Argyle is behind. So Argyle would have to move up there. Of course, he can't see in the room. It doesn't make sense that he would be able to see in the room. He's last. So
Mhm.
I see. I understand. So yes. So the door opens, shh, and Chud looks
Ma-
in.
But Mary's right there. I can't see in the room.
Mary is kind of on the side too. I bet you if
Well,
you moved
probably so.
Mary, um, I bet you if you moved Mary
Yep, I can. Okay, if I
back
move her,
here, yeah, you'll be
yeah,
able to
I
see
can
into the
see.
room.
So
Yep.
yeah, I'm just not. Okay.
Yeah, so you're just not into position. So yes, you see into the
Yeah.
room and you can see a little bit of Dan's dick, and but you also see some unusual looking apparatuses in this room.
I can't see stuff because like the roll D20, like turn
Can't see
tracker
shit.
Well, really,
isn't.
the only people that can see anything are the people standing right there at the moment, anyway. And the doorway is very small, so actually, Chud and Heroes are probably taking up most of the doorway, with like Syd and Mary just kind of eking in right behind him, looking over the horse. So they're probably the only ones that see into the room at the moment. But Chud can see into the room. The room has these like three kind of large apparatuses in it. Let's see. Now, as he's messing with that, Solus starts to hear some more noises coming from further down the hallway. It's initiative,
Guys, we
guys.
got more of them. Right, and I'm going to.
Jay, don't do anything just yet. Hang on. You don't have to take this initiative, but I'm just going to roll an initiative for Rumbe so that I can put him on the turn tracker. Did that work? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Cool. Now, even if you can't click him, you might be able to just, I don't know. I don't know how you do it, but either way, you're on the turn tracker, so I can always just manually change it if you need to. Or you can just keep that initiative if you'd really like, because the system rolled it, so.
I'll pretend that I did, but don't.
Okay. Sure. Everybody roll.
No, I did not roll yet. My bad.
Anybody roll. Syd.
Um, he's first.
He is
Am
first.
I able to squeeze past heroes and get in that doorway on the left?
Yeah, I would say probably. You're thin. Very.
Okay.
So you're trying to squeeze into this room here.
To there.
Ah,
No.
right to there. To the
Well,
guy. Or
maybe go past that, depending on. Is that red line supposed to be there?
that red line is Dan's dick.
Okay, then I would actually go into the room.
That's what that is. It's a giant dick. And it's so big that I don't even know if I can erase it.
Again, that's what she said.
The biggest, reddest dick.
Exactly. Exactly. Definitely big and red. For sure. All right, so you took your so Syd slides past Heroes 2 and into this room with these apparatuses. And it is Mary's turn.
Mary does this.
Aha! Yes.
Looks like a pretty good roll.
That is an excellent roll. What is her thingy?
What do you mean?
We
For
never
zombie?
uh
Like range?
yeah, I actually let me just look up the table.
It's a
'cause-
D.
Oh, yeah, it's the D, all right. No, I really just needed her level. What's her level?
Oh, she's level 5.
5. That's what I needed to know.
She's a level 5 zombie killer.
All right, so Mary takes her holy symbol, presents it forcefully, and rebukes these creatures, and they're like, and they start to shuffle around, and they look like they're trying to shuffle back the way they came, and get
Ooh,
as
their
far
backs are
away
turned.
as far away from Mary as possible, and then it's Solus.
There you go, Solus. Their
Oh
backs
no,
are
you don't, bitch.
Uh-oh. Not quite.
Not the greatest.
Yeah, but hey, you get another shot. Oh wait, no, you took 2, didn't you? Wait,
I
no.
did.
Oh, you did. Wait, did you do those really quickly?
Yeah, I pushed them like pop.
Oh,
So
okay,
it
okay,
probably
okay,
didn't
okay.
do the 2 roll animations.
Yeah,
it only
yeah.
did the 1 roll animation. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's right. So I didn't see the first one. So actually, with the first one, you do hit. Um, you like smash this guy in the back, but you kind of like just get to him and kind of it's not a super solid hit. So he still seems to be just trying to like get away.
Okay.
And
That's fine.
is Rumbe.
Yeah. What does Rumby do? I don't know.
I don't know. What does Rumbe do?
I don't know. I don't know
It's
what Rumby's doing.
is your initiative, man.
Oh, okay. Rumby is going to pew pew.
Yeah.
Pew.
I mean, if he all he has to do is kind of just step to the side here, and he has a pretty good view of this dude right here, straight shot.
No, I can't see, dude. So
I
all right,
know,
well,
but everybody else can see. So roll your attack roll. I guess you just have to decide which you doing, accurate
I'm
or.
yeah, I'm not going to accurate. I'm going to accurate.
I'm not going to be accurate, but I'm going to be accurate.
Pew pew. Oh shit.
Damn.
Pew pewed him.
Oh my god.
All right, so you hit this guy. So Solus like punches the other guy, and then he sees a blast just come down right next to him. It's probably gonna take a bit to get used to.
Oh, wait. He
Doesn't
rolled
that
a
explode?
4.
Yeah.
He rolled a 4, dude.
Oh,
needs to-
he did roll a
th-
4. Jay,
to roll
roll
a-
another
needs-
4. Roll a 4-sided dice for damage.
Okay.
Thank you, Dan.
Yes, I just saw that. He rolled a 4. And another one.
Roll another
Nice.
4, Jay.
Jesus Christ.
This is gonna get even more interesting here in a
Oh my
minute.
god.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's a
Dang.
monster.
Another one?
No.
No,
It's
no,
only
no.
fours,
Jesus.
but still. So that's
15 damage.
15 damage. Okay. So Solus like
Damn.
punches the guy on the left. He's punching the guy on the left. Rumby's like, pew! The shot comes down. And literally, again, this is the thing that's going to take the most getting used to for like people like some of the martial characters, because Solus is fighting this guy. The dude next to him gets hit by an energy beam and literally explodes. Like his whole body just explodes.
That's the thing.
Do
so
I take
Sol-
damage?
No,
Solus is now
You take
covered.
you
No,
you
you
might get
I'm
some
just covered in shit.
you might get some gore, but it's probably hot, steamy gore.
It smells great.
It smells all burnt and nasty.
Oh,
But yeah,
damn.
this guy here, on this side,
great.
he literally just explodes. He's gone. He's just like a puddle now.
That is great, though.
And it's Chud.
All right, Chud is just making his way into this room, the new one that he opened.
Okay. So Chud is following Syd over into this room with these apparatus here.
I guess
And
I'm on top
then
of that apparatus right now.
Argyle. They look
So-
like kind of like beds. They almost like, and now that you're in there, both Syd and Chud, they look almost like the beds in your sick bay, except for there's like some restraints and some strangeness going on in here. Yeah. And Argyle.
Argyle is just going to move up. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I gotta do this. He's just going to move up to about, move up because it's 40 feet for him to move. So he's gonna move up to about here. He really can't do anything else because Solus is kind of in the way anyway.
Up to here, where? Oh,
There.
okay. So
There.
so getting kind of right in behind there. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of
Gotcha.
get right in behind.
All right. The creature that Solus hit is still trying to kind of make its way forward, it seems like.
Forward away from Solus.
Yeah, of course. Because remember, this creature is still turned, so it's currently still trying to get as far away from Mary as humanly possible, or as unhumanly possible as that may be. So it kind of it's still kind of shuffling along. It might not even get that far. We're gonna say maybe it gets about that far because it's got like a big hole, or it's got some like issues.
Well, no, that's kind of the tip of the dick. There's a tiny hole there it's got to try to get through.
Yeah, true.
Is it initiative now?
Yeah, it's initiative. Because this thing's still turned. This thing's just trying to get the fuck away. It's like, help me! Gumby, roll initiative.
I can't click my character.
You can't even click your character?
No, because I can't see him.
Just roll initiative.
Just
then.
roll. Just roll from the thing. I'll adjust the tracker.
Okay.
Just click the button.
There, roll D6.
He disappeared from the fucking tracker. As soon as he rolled initiative, he disappeared from the tracker.
What? He didn't roll
Yes.
initiative though. He rolled a d6. Damn it! What the fuck, man?
And he's still, but he's, I don't know how he did it, but he's gone from the tracker.
I don't understand either.
He's back. Oh, he's back now.
That's because I just re-rolled.
Oh.
But I'll just apply the what's Rumbe has a what is his
Dex modifier.
Yeah, he does have a dex modifier. What is it?
+7.
Yeah.
I think it's plus
What?
2. Sorry,
Why has Rumby got that 13 initiative?
Dex is +1.
Oh, just +1. All right. So actually, all right then.
Look at those shit initiatives.
I know, really. And Mary with the high initiative, right?
Well, Mary is on her like holy highness right now.
Oh
So
shoot!
she's
You know what? I keep forgetting. You know what? I keep forgetting to do. I keep forgetting to do that.
What?
I made this fucking fight animation for when we're in combat with the flames on Twitch.
Oh, I just
The
saw
flames
it, yeah.
and the lightning and all that stuff. I always
Yeah,
forget
that
to
was-
use it.
Yeah, that was yeah, whatever. So Mary, for her action, is just going to move forward because she knows that the thing is just trying to get away from her. So
Mhm.
that's she's just got her symbol out. She's moving forward to try to push
Gotcha.
it further away. Yeah, that's all she's doing.
That makes sense. All right, then. Sido.
All right. I would like to move up to one of these devices, probably the one on the right, and see if I can start inspecting it to see what it does and how it works.
You go over to it and go ahead and roll an intelligence check. Okay. You don't have much time because we are in obviously so you start to kind of inspect them and it looks like they're computer controlled, but there's no power to them right now. These parts at the bottom, so this thing right here at the very bottom right here, that green type greenish thing, that's like a panel. That's like it looks like a control panel, and you recognize it as looking like a control panel, but you would need to get power to it. And it's Rumbe. Actually, it's Rumbe, Chud, Solus, and Argyle, because twos abound.
Well, I think that Chud is just going to move further into the room and explore. I'll go to the left side, I suppose. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see through there. So I'll go up here.
Okay. Okay. So you're
Oh,
still...
that's the wall. I didn't realize this is a small room.
Yeah.
Damn, Rumby.
So so literally,
I don't know what he did, but he did something.
He
this guy's fucking dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna say probably to make that shot, Rumby would have had to have moved up a little bit, but yes, that guy is definitely dead now because Solus beat on him a little bit, and
Argyle.
Well, did Argyle even do?
Yeah.
That was. Oh shit! Oh, Solus didn't even
Argyle-
get to make his second attack.
No,
Wait, the
Solus.
first attack
Solus
killed him?
made no. Solus made 2 attacks.
Oh, he did make 2 attacks. Oh my god. Geez. Things just
Solus-
happened really fucking quick, and I missed it all in chat, but now I see it. Now I see it because it's.
I'm not I am not sure though
Solus,
what the pistol was.
Solus, and then Mother, and then the pistol. Oh yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
that's
that thing is
just
fucking dead.
yeah.
man.
That
That
thing
thing
is
is-
also basically exploded. Um,
It's
but
probably
again,
like a pile of goo on the floor.
it's almost it's gonna be really weird because again you're fighting this thing and another just laser blast just like plows right through and it like literally goes right between Solus and
Well,
and
Oh, God.
Argyle.
is there a way to see what he actually rolled?
Yeah, you just
Because he's,
hover over it.
'cause he's
But
got
yeah,
a
you can see
9.
what he rolled. He rolled a 3 and
3 plus 6? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. +1 at the end too.
yeah. Yeah, because he rolled he rolled his accurate shot, so he kind of he took a little
Gotcha.
bit of aim that time. But yeah, that thing also, yeah, that exploded. It's dead. But you know, of course, Argyle can see.
burning.
Here it comes.
That there's this guy right here, and and with his first swipe, he misses Argyle. With his second swipe, he hits Argyle.
30 damage.
Argyle is struck for 5 damage. And go ahead and make a saving throw versus poison.
It was on that 16
It's
and rolled right over
close.
to that 8, man.
Ooh, there's something about that wound. Ooh, it's not good. Not clean.
Ah,
These things are very dirty.
I
And-
imagine is this initiative now.
And
Drop your arm on.
yeah, I think it is initiative now.
Oh, that is the wrong character.
Or Mary coming up with these 5s for initiative, man. I'm telling you.
Too shabby.
Wait, what the hell? What? That was super
What?
weird. Why was there initiative or was there an initiative for Guthix?
Because I misclicked.
It's like, what the hell? It's like, what? What in the world?
Yeah.
Because they are
Nowhere.
secretly this is where they decided to hide out, and he's secretly behind him, and he just
Rumbe, click initiative.
I
You don't have
can
to click
click
your you don't have to click your character, just click the button.
Okay, hold
The
on.
button. Hey. Alright. Chud.
Good steadily.
So Chud kind of figured that the people out there had it covered, and he was just kind of checking out, like sweeping this room to see
Yeah.
if there's anything in it.
So
But
as
if there,
yeah, I mean, as far as like, there's nothing hostile in here. It seems like there's only hardware, and Syd is now checking out this hardware in here. But other than that, it doesn't look like there's anything like in the room.
all right, then he'll actually just start heading back to see what's going on back outside.
Okay. So, I mean, if all he's doing is moving, he can likely, you know, like actually get out here, kind of amongst the group
Yeah.
for sure.
So we'll get him to to right there.
Cool. And then
Like this giant fucking horse just like pushes people out of the way to get through.
And then Syd.
Cavalry charge.
Syd.
Syd will think he's talking to Chud and say, "We should come back when we have power," and then turn around and see he's gone, and then also leave the room,
Oh.
which I
I already have power.
25, and so I could get to right there. Rejoin the group. That's it for me.
All right. Mary. Let's see. She got it. 8. Where's that? Where's that table? Oh yeah. So this guy's like, run away, run away. Actually, he's not that maneuverable, so he probably just kind of turns around and starts shuffling backwards. And
As soon as he turns around,
Oh
that
my
happens.
god.
yeah,
That
so he
happens.
turns around. Argyle's like, it doesn't kill him in one hit. Well, he's dead. It doesn't totally destroy him in one hit, but God, that's a lot of damage. So it probably cut off like one of it, like a whole chunk of one of his arms and like a whole big part of his torso. So now he's just like a kind of a head that's kind of hanging with one arm and like kind of shuffling forward, trying to shuffle away. And yeah. It's Rumbe's turn, but Rumbe doesn't actually have a good view to shoot at the moment. He can't see any enemies. Is he gonna try and move up?
I guess.
Also, by the way, just so that you know, obviously you're in the hallway. Things are hard to see and things are fast moving. But as you move up here, you can tell that this and this, there are doors here. So, like, there's kind of an alcove in and an alcove in, just like there was over here for this door. And then there's also one across from it. So, just so that you're aware, there are other doors in this hallway. There's a door across here, there's a door over here, there's a door over here, and there's kind of like little alcoves that you can kind of. That's why you couldn't see that zombie when you first came up to it, because he was like up against the door, butting against the door within the alcove, and you could really kind of only see him when he came around the corner. And then up here where these guys are, obviously it looks like, it opens up into kind of a larger area. So just so that everybody's aware, because I know that sometimes your view from the map can be difficult to tell things. Though it's kind of supposed to be, because the lighting is not the greatest. And so, yeah, Rumbe, you moving up?
I guess. I gotta
You'll
go
have to
dead
get past this. Well, yeah, we're going to stop here in a moment, but you have to get past Chud's horse if you have any any chance of firing at all. And Solus.
All right. Doing what Solus does best. Running in and punching things.
Oh!
Damn. And that first one was enough to splatter this guy and to finish his ass off. So that guy is he is no more. He's a spot on the ground. And
So, as we examine these guys before Jay got to go, like the first one had tech embedded in
Mhm.
its head. Do
Mm.
all of them have tech embedded in them somewhere? If we examine these guys, I mean, it's kind
Well,
of
you got
easy to
one of them
examine them.
first.
The second the other there were a couple of guys that like the one guy like exploded. Like you have no idea if that one dude had tech or not.
Right.
This guy also looked like he had tech, but not in his eye. He looked like he had something like in his chest.
Oh, really?
Mm.
So
And
Argyle is
he
going
has a belt of tools. This dude has
Oh.
a whole belt of things. Like he's got multiple things around his belt.
What does he have around his belt?
You look down and he looks like he has one of those apparatuses that the guy that
The other guy.
the whirly thing had. He has a little thing that kind of looks like a little gun. You've seen guns now, so you're familiar with it, but it's really small and weird looking.
Okay.
But it kind of looks like a gun. And then he's got two other implements that you're not sure what they are. They're just little boxes, but they were like in things around his. But he looks like he also has a jumpsuit on. All these guys are wearing jumpsuits. They're all like ripped up and fucked up now, and he's got like a belt on, and those are the things that are around his belt.
Okay. Argyle is going to pull uh the the device out of his chest.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna pull. Yeah,
So
he's
he just
basically gonna
rips
rip.
it right out of the guy's
Yeah,
chest.
just gonna
Okay.
rip. He's gonna rip
Okay.
it out of the guy's chest. He's gonna take the little gun thing. He's gonna pick it up and look at it. He's gonna look at Syd, and he's gonna toss it at Syd.
Sid's really far back right now.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
He's gonna baseball throw it at Syd.
yeah.
50 feet? Oh, easy.
Well, he will give it to Syd, basically.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah.
It's like imagine this thing is like the size of a glue gun. It's really little. So imagine that. So it doesn't look like Rumbe's guns at all, which are like, Rumbe's guns, like I said, they're the size of like the NES Zapper. This little thing is like really weird and little, and it almost even has like a glue gun has the little like tip. It almost even looks like it has a little tip. It's weird looking.
I'm just making a note that I have chest tech now.
Yeah, chest tech.
That's what I'm gonna call it for right now until yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what these other things are. Yeah.
And from further in, you hear more.
That didn't come through at all.
Arg! Yeah, but I think that's where we gotta stop.
All right.
Yeah.
Next time, some zombie Dead Space adventures.
Or maybe some kind of
Christmas.
secret Christmas adventure? Depending?
Possibly. Well, like I said, I still want to do Christmas adventure for the Dungeon Crawl Classics characters.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean. That's what I mean. So,
Yeah, so possibly we'll have to see if I can. I'll try and talk to people. Maybe I can get together with somebody and we can make a character. Maybe we can even make a video out of making that character. We'll have to see. Well, not making a character, but leveling a character up and stuff. But I'll have to get with each of you and we'll have to talk. Have you guys thought about the characters that your Dungeon Crawl Classics characters at all?
Not really.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned how similar it is to Nectosha, and I don't know if I really want to recreate that character. Blangor is very similar. In my mind, he was very similar.
I don't think there is any class that's even gonna come close to Nectosha. I don't think that you have to.
Well, yeah, not in Clash, just in vibe, I
Just in
guess.
vibe.
In
Yeah.
feel.
Is he the only one you got left?
No, I have others that survived. He was just the only one that actually.
Well, no, I mean the others. Anybody that survived, anybody that lived. If you have a character that is alive, they are eligible now at this point for first level. So if you want to pick one of your other characters that is a surviving character and leave Blangor as a like kind of a backup, then yeah,
Okay.
you most certainly are able to do that. Yeah, you as long as the character didn't get killed.
Gotcha.
As
Man,
long as they
no.
didn't get killed.
Fred all the way, man.
Yeah.
Fred is the dude.
Yeah. There's Fred already has Fred doesn't know it yet, but Fred already has some kind of interesting things.
That dog in him.
Yes. Yeah. Because the thing that's funny about the Dungeon Crawl Classics characters is I was thinking about it and I was like, a Christmas adventure actually is perfect for them because like they are literally like a community.
Yeah.
Like they live in like a little pretty tight knit community. So it like makes sense that like it would be, it could be easily done. But yeah, there's some interesting stuff at the church because, Father Frank is getting old and Deacon David wants to be the new father, but Deacon Dave and Sister Sarah kind of might have like a weird thing going on, you know. So Friar Fred's just on the side there, watching it all go down. And then of course, altar boy Abraham is too young to really even, be in any part of
Jesus Christ.
it. Did you like all my alliterative church names?
Oh yeah.
The whole church,
The whole
man.
shebang.
The whole shebang. But yeah, it's pretty good. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I think you guys will like it. That's the thing. It's the 0 level game. Oh, good night, Jay.
Yeah. See you later, Jay.
Here, let me put it on.
You're special.
Super special. There we go. Thanks for watching. But yeah, the Dungeon Crawl Classics, the 0 level games are very much like bare bones. They don't really have like all the rules of like Dungeon Crawl Classics. Like once you get into the characters, it's way different than like what we're playing right now. Like way different. And at its heart, there's like similar things, but it's like I don't know. It's really weird. It's one of those things where like it goes for like crazy extremes sometimes. Like you cast a magic missile in this game. Like you're a wizard, you cast a magic missile. Okay, you know what the result is always going to be. You cast a magic missile in Dungeon Crawl Classics, and
yeah.
like if you roll a 1, first of all, there's rolls for your magic and stuff like that. But if you roll a 1, there's a possibility that you could end up with like a tail or like pustules coming from your skin or something.
Wild magic.
Yeah.
Stuff.
But it's not really wild magic. It's just in Dungeon Crawl Classics, that's just magic. Because, magic has prices and stuff. Or the idea could be that you roll with Dungeon Crawl Classics, there's also this thing called the dice chain. So sometimes instead of getting a bonus, it's like, well, you're not going to get a bonus on that roll, but instead of rolling a d20 for that, you're going to roll a d24. Or maybe you'll roll a d30 and that will be your bonus. And if you cast a magic missile and like say you roll a 30, that motherfucking magic missile can kill somebody halfway around the world.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the kind of game it is. It's like super gonzo. Like, do I even have the?
Well, it's basically it's Conan.
Yeah, I mean it kind of
Kinda,
is.
it's
It's
kinda
supposed
Conan.
to be like, it's definitely supposed to be very like gonzo, but yeah, in fact, one of the things about I mean, it's the same thing with the like a fighter. When you're like a fighter in this game, like you have that mighty deed thing. So you get this like extra die, and it's supposed to encourage you to like do stuff instead of just like swing your sword. It's supposed to encourage me to be like, okay, I'm gonna swing my sword, but then I'm also gonna try and push my opponent into that boiling vat of oil that's in back of him, and that extra die it makes things more dynamic, and it's like that for all the classes. There's like all kinds of fucked up shit. It's like wizards can like do things where it's called like spell burns. You can be like, I'm gonna burn some constitution to make my spell better. And in game, you're like, well, what does that mean to burn my constitution? I'm gonna burn 2 points of constitution. Well, that means I'm gonna pull 2 of my fingernails out.
Jesus
Right
Christ.
there, right during the thing. I'm
Yeah.
gonna rip those
Yeah.
fucks out and
Yeah.
get my hand all bloody as a sacrifice for the magic to increase that roll to like maybe. Yeah, that's what Dungeon Crawl Classics like. The game is like, it's fucking crazy.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, and all the classes, it's meant to be real dynamic, and it's also like it's it's funny because the designers of the game they come right out and they say the game is not really balanced. It's not meant to be. It's kind of fucked up. It's not really balanced, and it's like there's all kinds of just craziness with the game. It's pretty wild, some of the stuff that like level 5 is like high, is a super high level. Like if you survived a level 5 in this game.
Nice.
So yeah. But
Yeah. And then throw on top of that all the Appalachian stuff. Oh my god. Just all that weird shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for some Appalachian mystery crazy.
Like the
local
blue
legends
the
and
blue
lore.
people of Appalachia.
The blue
I don't know what
people.
that is.
Oh, no. Look it up. It's
Isn't
a
that in
real
West
thing.
Virginia? You
No.
some sister blew her brother. They blew people in West Virginia. The blue people in Appalachia. It's your mom
Actually,
blew
it's
you.
I think it's Kentucky, but look up blue people of Appalachia. If you look that up, yeah. It's a real thing. It's real folklore. It's like, yeah, it's there.
Yeah, so just to give you an example of this, like, so this is the magic missile page because it takes actually a page and a half. The spell is a page and a half. And if you were roll a 1, here's what the listing says. It says loss, failure, worse, roll a 1d6 modified by luck, 0 or less corruption, plus patron taint, plus misfire, 1 or 2, corruption 3, patron taint if corruption, no patron, plus 4 to misfire. So it's like this horrible, horrible thing if you roll a 1. Now, if you roll a 20, it says caster throws 1d4 plus 2 missiles that do damage equal to 1d6 plus caster level. Each missile can be aimed at a separate target to which the caster has line of sight. Missiles never miss, though they may be blocked by certain magics, such as a shield. Now here's the top entry. It says 32 plus. Obviously you gotta have like a sick bonus to roll this. But it says caster throws 3d4 plus 2 missiles, each that do damage equal to 1d10 plus a caster level. He may direct these missiles individually as a single action, or he may direct them all at a single target that is not present or visible, provided he has specific knowledge of that target. In this case, the caster must have a physical memento of the target, hair, fingernail, vial, blood, blah, blah. Spend 1 turn concentrating, cast the spell. Then continue concentrating as the missiles seek their target. The missiles seek out their target even if it is concealed or invisible. Though they have a maximum range of 100 missiles, the missiles turn, curve, retrace their route, and make every effort to reach the target. Although they cannot cross planes. So, they can't cross planes. There's a little limitation there. The missiles can travel up to 10 miles per second, provided no obstacles are present.
What? 10 miles per second?
10 miles per second, provided no obstacles are present, but speed is much lower. For example, if they have to navigate in underground caverns, provided direct route exists, the missiles strike the target unerringly.
My
So,
God.
At 10 miles a second, even if the thing didn't explode, at 10 miles a second, like a solid object is going to kill you no matter what.
I mean, they do 1d10 plus your level and damage each, and you get like a shit ton of them. So, and you just use it to like just absolutely murder. I mean, again, that's a 32
You just, like-
roll, so like you would have to,
Just,
but
like,
but that's
fuck
the
somebody up
thing.
badly.
But that's the thing. Technically, a first level magic user might be able to like make that roll if they like did enough spell burn and fucked themselves up enough. They might be able to absolutely. I mean, they're going to be in a shit state afterwards, like probably on death's door, but you might be able to fucking cast that. Assuming that you don't actually just roll a 1 and then totally fuck yourself, and then you probably just die.
I'm going to cut my leg off and beat it, and I'm going to cut my leg off and burn it.
But
That
it's
reminds me
it's
of
cool.
game-
Like
Yeah.
every class is kind of like that. I mean, even rogues are kind of cool because they have like the rogue in this has like basically everything the thief has plus like all the assassin stuff. So like the thief is basically like a thief and an assassin. There doesn't even need to be an extra assassin class in this because it's like thief has like handle poison and like a bunch of shit like that. It's pretty crazy some of the stuff that some of the characters can do when they have motivation, but also pretty horrible some of the things that can happen to them. So
I can't wait to see what this cleric priest friar thing can do.
yeah, I mean the priests are cool too because it's like the same thing. You have where your spells can just get super like crazy, but also clerics have to worry about stuff like um healing
Making
the
sure that
wrong person.
or making sure their god is
Like
like
making
happy
sure
with
your
the gift.
god is like, or whoever you get your powers from, your deity is kind of happy with you because clerics can also suffer misfavor where they fall into bad favor. In fact, if you critically fail on your spell rolls as a cleric, your critical failure range increases for the day. So like if you
Oh.
critically fail the first time, the next time you roll, every other roll, if you roll a 2, it's a critical failure. And if you critically
Oh.
fail the second time, then now
It's-
1 through 3 is your critical failure.
Man, that's fucking
Dude.
brutal.
Yeah,
Dude,
so
that's crazy.
there's all kinds of stuff. So it's like there's again, it's a very dynamic game. It's very gonzo. There's all kinds of craziness. It's like you can go wild, but there's always a weird cost and stuff. Like I don't know if you can in the there's an image in here in this book, and I don't even know if it would like show up on screen, but it's this crazy image of like a magic user kind of going from first level to like higher levels, and it's just kind of how the visage of the person changes due to their
They
power.
just become more and more disabled, like they're
And
missing
it's
limbs
well
and-
not really even disabled, it's like more and more tainted, I guess you could say. It's almost like I don't know if you're big into like Star Wars, how like especially in the old EU, I guess even in the newer ones, like the Sith get are supposed to get, you know, the dark side makes you all gross, fucked up.
Ultimate power.
Yeah. No. But yeah, so he's a cool thing, and I think with exactly as Dan was saying, I think with the addition of the kind of appellation like over top of that, yeah, just some of the images in the book. Guy.
Oh, the frog.
The frog man.
Hell yeah, he's just like he's all sweating over this book with the big frog idol in back of him.
Oh, I want a frog deity.
Yeah, that'd be kinda sick.
Priest of the frog.
Blibdo poop.
You got crazy jump height powers.
Is they still use blibdo poop as a thing in modern D&D? Probably not.
I have not heard that.
No.
Blibdo poop is the isn't it like a frog god? I think
I think
blibdo
God,
poop
is
is
it a frog?
is
Isn't
In
I
what
thought it was
canon?
like a frog demon maybe.
well, kind of like a frog god demon thing. Isn't
Yeah.
blibdo poop like the Koatoa god?
Katoa,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's definitely that's definitely real. Some real D&D lore, man. They need to put some blibdo poop in the movie. That D&D movie, that'd be hot. I know the exact picture that I'm thinking of, and I cannot find it. It's too bad.
Oh my god.
But
I just found a picture of Blibdo poop.
oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
So hold on.
Solid.
Hold on. Let's see. Copy. Or no, I just want to copy the image. Copy image. And put it into here. There you go, boys. There it is.
Yep.
That is Blibda poop. Right there.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Where did you put that?
In
I
the
put-
general chat of the
In the
Discord.
general chat
in
of
the general
Discord.
the general Discord.
Ah,
chat.
yeah. No, that is blibdo poop 100%.
Yeah. That's it right there.
Which is why this will not be in modern Dungeons and Dragons.
Too based for modern D&D.
Yeah,
Sorry.
way too
Yeah.
based for modern D&D.
Although, man, I think maybe we come across a race of Blibda poops.
Oh,
up
that'd
here.
be I think that could happen. You could meet races of all kinds of things. Hell yeah. Maybe that wasn't in the main
Oh my god.
book. Was that not in the core book? Maybe I'm thinking
Try,
of a
here
different
we
picture
go.
somewhere.
Here you go. Hold on. You need to click on this link and listen to it.
Blibdool
poop. Blibdool poop.
Nice little inflection.
Blibdool poop.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's I was close. I'm, blibdo poop.
It's in the Forgotten Realms wiki.
Mm-hmm.
You say it in Spanish.
Say it in Spanish. I forgot. She's got like a lobster head, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Pretty dope. Nice. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to Dungeon Crawl Classics. I think it'll be fun. I think the characters plus like like Jay was like, "Oh, my character only has 1 hit point." Well, when you get to level 1, you like roll you get level 1 hit points, right? And it's actually it's more cuz like I think fighters get like 10, D10 in this and there is even a barbarian class that I may be willing, with the right kind of thing with the character, I may be willing to let somebody play a barbarian. I think they get like D14 hit points or something crazy like that. So, yeah, as the way that your character is now is very like much a just a very basic. Once you build all that first level stuff on top of them, yeah, you can take them in whatever direction you want from that point. Plus, like I was saying, there's going to be the way that I figure it is the Kerwin incident at the Kerwin house happened in April. The wedding happened in late July, which gives you about 6 months from late summer to Christmas time, or in this, it'll actually be Solsmas time because it's the Mass of the Sovereign or Sovereign Mass. So, and of course, you guys would, people in the Shud folk would say Salmus,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so there's 6 months, but the thing with that, and we get more into it when we talk about it, but obviously there's things that when you came back from the Kerwins, it was kind of one thing because it's like that was weird, but there wasn't a whole lot of physical proof for some of the things that happened, but only a couple people saw like the really weird shit. And even like the thing like the giant invisible baby, it's like people might be like, well, you probably just imagine that. You ain't no giant invisible baby. You know what I mean? The Kerwin, that was like not so weird. But when you came back from the Hollow, that one was weird because a bunch of people were dead, including a couple of very young girls.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some weird stuff, and there's also not a whole lot of physical proof for that one because when people went back to the valley, those houses are gone. They're just rubble. There's no bodies because all like with the rain washed everything away. So like there are no bodies of those people. They just disappeared. And the townspeople, the village people, really only have your story to go by. So it's a little weird because like when people went back to that hollow and they were like, I ain't found a trace of the orphan.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's not on the face of this earth no more. What'd you people do to that orphan? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a weird thing. So it's like there's some
Yeah.
weird stuff with the community and things, and and how your characters will react to that or how they feel about it is kind of going to be a little bit of what develops them too, because you know what I mean. Only makes sense, but obviously we'll talk about that when we do each of your characters up. But as a preview,
I didn't think about that.
yeah, I because I had to think about it because I was like, well, they're
Mhm.
gonna go back to town. They're gonna go back to without these people, and then even if people go, oh, okay, we're gonna check out that hollow, they're gonna go back to that hollow and they're not gonna find shit. They're gonna find a cornfield and no houses, no phantoms, no dead bodies, no nothing. Even those dolls are gone. Everything's gone. So it's like the only thing that you have is that broken hawthorn stick. But I mean, it's not proof of anything. It's weird. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like it's weird. And the impetus of all of this is that, well, last Solsmas something happened, and there's a lot of traditions, and if Solsmas doesn't go just perfect this year, a lot of people blame the weird shit that happened throughout the year on a bad event that happened last year that cursed the year. So there's a lot of pressure on this year.
We'll see how it goes.
So
Very interesting.
yeah, so I think it'll be fun, but I think it's time to wrap it up because I'm tired. I want to get some more coffee.
Yep.
Probably.
Well, hey, everybody who
Relax.
stuck around, thanks for watching.
Yes.
And
Oh, we're still streaming.
We are
Yeah,
still streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Come back next week. We'll be doing something. Not sure what, but we'll be doing something.
We'll be doing something.
Hey there, this is Garrett from Dix in the Dark. Check out our live stream every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't worry about missing a stream. The VODs are uploaded to the YouTube channel the following day. Check out the links in the description below.